Belmont with a chance to work some clock and try to hang on to the win in this one. It's been a very entertaining football game. Hollywood has fought bravely. Belmont, with the deeper roster, now trying to put it away.
Belmont has some 65 players to Hollywood's 25. So Robert Levy has the numbers on his side, and apparently they're going to wear down Hollywood when it's all said and done. But this has been a terrific effort by the Sheiks out of the Sunset Six League. Quarterback Charles Crowell hadn't been in there all that often. This guy has, though. Emery Curtis, and there goes Curtis. He's on his way. He's going to score another touchdown for Belmont. The last two times they've had it, they've gone long distance with Estrada and Curtis.
Their last two plays have gone for 94 and for 75, and Belmont running, literally running away with the second half. Look at the gap again. Curtis breaking through, and once he's into the secondary, he makes that one juke and throws Walton, and Walton just couldn't catch up as Curtis having another big game against Hollywood.
The scamper for the touchdown. Valencia for the extra point. It's 34-18. This score will not indicate how tough a football game it was for Belmont. Flags are down.
No, you're right. This game turned on that 4th and 1 play at the 5-yard line, 6-yard line, when Hollywood just couldn't push for that first down, and ever since then, Belmont exploding for a couple of long-distance runs.
Well, the very next play, Jonathan Estrada traveled 94 yards. After Hollywood gallantly drove the field, jet stop, Curtis explodes for 75 and a touchdown. A little testier for Valencia after the penalty. Pretty good leg, though. And he has the accuracy. Nice extra point from Irving Valencia, and it is 35-18 for Belmont.
Well, that's important for a coach to see. They don't like seeing the offense get pushed back, but they do like to see Valencia air out his leg and see that he can make him from there. You never know when a game's going to come down to a need for a tying field goal, and it's good to have to practice under those circumstances.
If you look at this Belmont team, Dave, the Northern League's improved. Wilson has a quarterback in Chris Patino. Patino is terrific. And then there's an improved Los Angeles program that won 7 football games last year. Franklin, every year, very, very solid. In fact, we'll have Franklin and Fairfax in a couple weeks. Eagle Rock, Lincoln, Marshall. So it won't be easy for Belmont, but this is always a positive start when you get a W in your first game out.
Jeff Trezevant really trying to make sure his players don't get down. Of course, they're disappointed. They had to have their hopes buoyed, a chance to win in this game, and now trailing. And you see on the sideline the Belmont coach is pacing, trying to keep the intent.
It's not the head coach. Pikes returning to the 30-yard line. I'm excited about next week's game when we have Venice and Carson.
Well,
Venice was 13-0 when they played that championship game. Like 10 Division I guys, and Carson knocked them off. So the revenge factor will be there for Venice, but it's never easy going into Volnagel Field and trying to get a victory on the road.
What a great opener, though, for those two teams. They played in the city championship game, and they face each other to start off the 2004 season. You can't ask for more than that.
Some other great games. Crenshaw and Taft next week will be a beauty. See what Hollywood can do here to try to move the football. Another whistle.
Hollywood is trying to build something from the ground up. In all their sports, in baseball and basketball, Hollywood's fortunes have been down. But they're trying to get the right kind of kids, the kids that really want to work. And they're going to talk it over. Lawrence Cummings again. He's the guy that works on the technique, and he's going to work with them and discuss it.
I think the timeouts are calculated. They help rest the team. Again, their numbers are down. And it's not always a timeout to stop the clock. It's a timeout to rest your troops. That's something that Hollywood has to do here. But I think you're right in regards to what Hollywood's trying to do and build from the ground up. And they're learning and they're teaching. And like you said, you watched them work out a week ago, and they couldn't line up, for crying out loud. Now they've come a long way. Now let's see how they take it in weeks to come. But again, they're in a Sunset Six League it's been upgraded, and they got to face guys like Marlon Lucky. And Marlon Lucky has got to be licking his chops to play against the defense and struggling against the ground assault. As you look at Belmont, not an easy win tonight for them. They had to really fight through a lot of adversity, and that Hollywood was running the ball so effectively.
Yeah, it's going to be a win by a lot of points, but it's going to be a win that's not going to leave Robert Levy satisfied. He does not like seeing his defense give up the yardage they've given up to Hollywood tonight.
Leoniz is back in at quarterback, Jery Leoniz, so he's getting snaps. That belly play, that belly series, the first back through, the fullback. It's been a good play tonight. Quarterback Martin Kipp has now been utilized as a fullback. That's his natural position on offense, fullback. Finally comes off the field. He's been playing a lot of different positions tonight. Martin's going to get a breather.
He's probably driving the team bus back to Hollywood, so he's got to rest up for that. He's done everything else.
Well, the way it's gone, they'll probably take turns, him and Walton and Pikes.
Leoniz at quarterback again.
There's the pitch to Pikes. Right into the middle of the line. Hollywood is still running effectively. It's not like they've been jammed up at the line of scrimmage. They're getting 3, 4, 5 yards just about every time.
Well, these guys don't need much. If they can get a bit of a push from the offensive line, they had more than that tonight. They had a great push from the offensive line. But if these guys can get a few steps, then they have the ability to break any play up the field. Look at the offensive line. The black shirts all getting pushed back. Hollywood's still digging hard.
Third down and a yard. Ball near the 40-yard line of the Sheiks. Final 7 minutes at Belmont. You can see the score. Belmont by 35-18. It'll be first down yardage for Clarence Walton, slicing out to the 45. Oh, he is quick. I mean, you mentioned he doesn't need a lot of space. Just a little bit of a crease, and he'll get you 5 or 6 yards.
You know, again, that double handoff. I have my glasses on the play, and I'm having trouble following the ball carrier. I'm not even trying to tackle him.
Well, again, it's assignment football. You better know where he's lining up and where he's headed. Jery Leoniz, this guy's going to be a good quarterback, only a junior. Cabrera in the middle. And Hollywood is content to run their offense. And I like that. They're not trying to do something they're not fully capable of parlaying, which would be throwing the ball. They're going to stay with the basics and run the football.
2nd and 5. Ball's on the 45, or just shy of the 45.
Well, it's progress. It's a small step, but it's progress. They were very much in this game through most of 3 quarters, and they have made great strides tonight.
2nd down and 5. Walton. Time is cut down after 3rd down and 3 to go, maybe 4.
You know, Belmont's got some fresh troops in there. They've got some guys who've been resting on the bench. Alex Navarrete in making that tackle. So Belmont has the luxury now of playing some of their reserves, and they're fresh. Their legs aren't tired.
Hollywood is running the clock out for Belmont. Down to 5:20 left. It's also serving as a nice tune-up for this guy, number 11, Jery